Okay, so we're here, Monday, athlete movement, ready to go for this first session of the week. Got Konrad behind the camera for this one, so it should be in some filthy quality for the video. But yeah, no, it should be a good day. Got squats and then a couple of other bits. I think probably do some farmer's walks, see how I feel after the squats. But just logging the session down or sort of a general plan before you get into it, I think that's a good thing to do. What I want to take you through is a warm-up. So we'll do the 3 A's, that's 3. Arse, adductors, abs. 3 A's for lower body warm-up, which I think are just crucial. And then we'll get into it. Okay, so I'm going to start with some sort of progressions on the movement. I just want to stretch and mobilise before I go into the actual progressions of these warm-ups. So I'm going to start with like opening the hips up a little bit, getting the glutes stretched out, and then go into more like activation stuff after that. World's greatest stretch, easiest one to do. Obviously, the further you reach, the more intensified the stretch is going to become. Allow you to find which side is tighter as well. Like for me, it's always my left side. Don't know why, but feel a few clicks as well. And then another one I like to do is with a band. So just going to go get myself a resistance band, attach it to a rack, and you get really good stretch, like external rotation with that. Band around the waist, and then you can kind of sit into it, and you'll immediately feel a stretch on that hip joint, hip capsule, and it's just going to allow you to open those hips a lot better in the squat. Give you a lot more external rotation at the hip, be able to get the knees out, and it's just a good little warm-up for lower body, as I said, focusing on those main groups like adductors, arse, and then we'll get into some ab stuff in a second. So try and sit in here, maybe 60 seconds each side, and let that band pull you back. If you feel a sort of tight spot, then stay there until it sort of dissipates a little bit. So next bit, obviously, as I said, arse. So first progression, just simple glute bridge. Really easy way to find out which side is activating more than the other. So just lie on your back. I like to think about like really digging through the heels, trying to sort of feel out the hamstrings as well, and trying to get equal foot pressure. And then you'll be able to feel which side is taking over or not. So I quite like holding an isometric at the top of that as well. Isometric hold, 5 to 10 seconds, just to get your glutes going for it. You'll feel it after as well. You don't need to smash out hundreds of reps. Just a couple of isometric holds will do the trick. That's a really good tactic with like glutes and adductors, holding those isos, and it's decent for like tissue health as well. Your best friend, easiest way to just get the glutes going and try and sort of sit into that external rotation. Don't have to do the standard like booty band stuff, but it's just a useful little warm-up to get the glutes going, and really hit that medial glute as well. I feel like that gets lost if you're just doing glute bridges, so it's a good way to just help that external rotation at the hip, which for me is at the moment is a big weakness, so I'm still trying to strengthen that up. When I used to focus on this a lot more, my knees firstly came left in the squat and my hips felt better as well. So. Back as well and feel like different pressure. So if I push my knees a bit forward, feel that more in the quads, but if I tilt myself back, it immediately transfers that to the glutes. Last one, adductors, like I said, quite an underrated muscle group when you should in fact be training them or focusing on them, especially in warm-ups. They can contribute to a lot of issues within the knees, the hips, and also inconsistencies within your squat and deadlift. Specifically if you pull sumo, which I can't anymore. So yeah, as I said, like isometrics can be quite a useful tool in your training, promoting like tissue resilience, and they're just a good warm-up. You can get more work done in a shorter amount of time. So we're gonna just use any bench, and you're gonna think about re-squeezing the bench with your legs. You'll see that more easily depending on how I perform here. Bit hard as well. You'll feel yourself start to shake on those as well. And that hits the abs hard too, as well as arse adductors. So you hit both here really. So it's good bang for your butt. We use it as a warm-up. Gets the back feeling good. Does a little bit cooler before we get into a session, and yeah, hits the adductors hard. So we'll go on to the other side. Really trying to squeeze my foot into the bench there, pull myself up hard on my abs, and focus on my breathing too. 10-15 seconds. It's good. Yeah, and a couple of rounds of each of those would be perfect as a warm-up, especially lower body. Upper body, you want to do a bit more focused stuff, but lower body, that's a spot-on warm-up. That's not everything I do, but that's just a snippet of what's been helping me in my training recently, trying to stay healthy within those areas. We kind of covered the hips, so we covered arse adductors, last one's abs, so this is quite a direct movement for that, and it's side to side as well, so it's not just, it won't allow one side to take over basically. You get to feel out the movement in that way. You want to keep your lower back close to the ground. You don't want to have an arch or a gap in your lower back. I see a lot of people do that, like flinging their arms around. All you want to make sure is that your back is against the ground, because that's going to maximize core engagement firstly, and stop your hip flexors and your lower back taking over. First competition, good. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now, a little stronger now. Got some leg press and then probably move on to, I need to look at where I've got, but I think it's axle cleaner press, but I like doing a couple of movements before another main one, especially for this strongman training, because you can create some fatigue, which you're going to have on the day. So similar to powerlifting, like you would bench after you squat, because you squat first in competition. Same thing with this, you know, get a bit of fatigue through the body and then go into other movements, because that's exactly what's going to happen on comp day. Full range of motion on accessories, especially leg press. No half reps, what's the point of that? 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now, a little stronger now.
Yeah.
What were you trying to go for on Sunday?
So for Sunday, I'm aiming for a 165, 170 squat, depending on how it feels. Bench, I'm aiming for a 105, but again, just depends on how it feels on the day. Then deadlift is going to be a 180. So,
Let's talk to Troy.
You went to strength and depth, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
How was it?
Oh mate, it was insane.
said though that it might not be like the general stuff might not be that good of a spectator sport,
Right.
because like on the individual stuff it was amazing, but in the teams I couldn't keep up with it.
Oh, there's too many people. Like when it's individual, you can see who's doing what. When there's teams, there's too many people in front of you.
And there's like 12 lanes or something, so you literally can't really keep up with it. But it's intense, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sam's gonna hit some very good numbers on this comp.
Alright, good.
Okay, so that's Monday's session done. Really good workout. It's got some accessories and stuff to finish, but hopefully you can pick up some sort of tips and tricks from warm-ups and sort of what's going on in my training, following along with that. We're going to bring out a lot more stuff leading up to the competitions, hopefully be able to get some value from that as well. But in the meantime, subscribe to the channel for more, like the video, comment below if you want to see anything else or ask any questions, share it around, and thanks for watching.